Animating in Flash. When you start up Flash, you're going to create a new file. Go with ActionScript 3.0. What you'll see on your screen here is your stage. So this is where we will draw our animation in this space. Up here we have the tools we're going to need to draw. And then we also have a timeline, very similar to editing video in Premiere. This one is measured in frames. So each one of these rectangles is a frame. And our animation is set to 24 frames per second. So for 1 second of video, you'd have to draw 24 individual frames of animation. So what we'll start with is a simple frame by frame animation here. So I'll just draw a little bit. And there's my line. And you'll notice we have a black dot up here as soon as we draw on frame 1. That's called the keyframe. So that just means that there's something new on the stage, and it's represented by this keyframe. So to get a keyframe on frame 2, because we're going to continue this animation, I press F6 on the keyboard. And then I draw some more. And I'm just going to repeat that process. So F6, draw. Okay, so now if I go up to my playhead here and I just slide this back and forth, you can see an animation of this line growing. The other way we can play this actual animation is to press Control-Enter. And you'll see that this animation is just playing on a loop. If that animation was playing a bit too fast, I can add what are called blank frames after each keyframe. So all that'll do is repeat what's on that particular keyframe. So if I press F5, you'll see that these blank frames are appearing. So if I go back and press Control-Enter, you'll see the first half of that animation playing a little bit slower because I've added these blank frames. If I added a whole bunch of blank frames, it would just be like that part of the animation would pause. So you can also use frame by frame animation to make something move. So if I select this last keyframe here, you'll notice that this object is selected. I'll press F6 to get a new keyframe, and then I'll just move this object. All right, so Control-Enter to play. And then we have some movement as well. So in your version of Flash, try some frame by frame animation. And when you feel confident doing that, come back out and check the second tutorial.